Hi, my name is Anna and I run Anna Phillips Image, and my aim is to help you to feel more confident through your image. So I'm a strong believer that when we feel that we're making the most of our physical features, of our colouring and our body shape, then we automatically feel better, and we'll feel much more confident about ourselves and about everyday life, and we're more able to just tackle everything that we have to deal with every day. So I'm delighted to have been asked to talk to you all about style confidence as part of the workplace wellness event this week. So I'll just begin by talking about what is style confidence. Well, style confidence can mean different things for different people, but in general, it's going to be something along these lines. So it could be wearing what you like and what makes you feel that you're expressing who you are without worrying about what anybody else thinks. It could be accepting invitations to social events without thinking about it twice, not having to worry about what am I going to wear, just saying, yes, I'll be there, I'll come along, and knowing that you're going to enjoy whatever it is you're going to be doing without feeling uncomfortable or worrying about how you look. It could be not stressing every morning, not worrying about what you're going to wear every day, but instead knowing that whatever you've got in your wardrobe suits you, makes you feel good, makes you feel comfortable, and that you are expressing who you are and that it's a true reflection of you. And it also means not panic buying and not impulse buying, because when we, a lot of the time when we are invited to social events, we can think, well, I've got a wardrobe full of clothes, but I've still got nothing to wear. And then that's what triggers this impulse buying and this panic buying. And very often we'll find that the item we buy either doesn't get worn at all, or it only gets worn once or twice. And that's not great for anyone, especially the planet. We want to get maximum wear out of the clothes that we have in our wardrobe. Style confidence could mean all of the above for you. It could be that all of those things are problems for you or issues for you. So times are changing. In terms of what we wear to work, times definitely are changing. Even before the pandemic, I noticed a definite change in what we were expected to wear for work. It's not been formal. I mean, for some industries, it still is a requirement that you dress very formally for work. For example, the law is one of them. But in general, I find that workwear has become more casual. This sort of business casual has become much more of a term rather than formal in terms of what we're expected to wear in the workplace. But I mean, with the pandemic as well, increasingly more and more of us are working from home. And working from home is great in terms of, you feel more relaxed, you feel more comfortable because you're just wearing whatever makes you feel comfortable at home. But a lot of us are still having to have Zoom meetings, so we still need to present a certain level of smartness to what we're wearing. So there's not the expectation anymore to dress very formally for work, but there is still this sort of middle ground that we need to find in terms of what we're wearing for work. We don't want to go too casual, but we're not going too formal either. So smart casual is this sort of area that we need to be dressing for. But smart casual is really quite a minefield because it's such a vague term, isn't it? So, and I think that's what most people struggle with, because for a lot of us, smart casual is what we're expected to wear for work, but also for if we want to go out for lunch, if we're going out shopping. A lot of the time, smart casual is what we really want to achieve, but how do we do that? So when I work with clients, I work with three main areas. The first one is body shape. We'll look at your body shape, your proportions, your height, your bone structure, and there's an awful lot involved in that. I can advise you on cuts of fabrics. I can advise you on different fabrics that work well for your body shape. How to put how to dress for your proportions, all that kind of thing. There's also colour, because colour is a huge factor in making us look good. We all have different colourings, and different shades and tones of colour work better for some than for others. But the third thing that I talk to clients about is the one that really underpins all of this, and this is your style type. It's your signature style, your style DNA, your style personality, whatever you want to call it. It's so important to identify what your style type is, because, like I say, it underpins everything else. It influences how we wear colour. It influences the styles of clothes that we like to wear. It influences where we like to shop. It influences how we do our hair, how we do our makeup, if we wear makeup. It really is very, very important to know what your style type is. So your style type is the starting point for style confidence, because until you know what your style type is, you're all at sea. You have a scattergun approach to what you're going to buy and what you're going to put into your wardrobe, and that then has the result of you having all sorts of stuff in your wardrobe. Nothing really works with anything else. So identifying a style type is going to show you basically who you truly are, and it's also going to help you to individualize your look. And it's also a great filter. Once you know your style type, it really does help with narrowing down and focusing you on how to shop, where to shop, and what you're shopping for. So when I work with clients on style type, I talk about 6 different style types. I'm just going to run through those now with you and talk about how you can sort of achieve this sort of smart casual look for each of the different style types. And the style types are, although there are 6 of them, we are all a bit of a mixture. It's very rare that one of us will fit only into one style type. Our style types will change with the occasion. So we might be a certain style type for work, we might be another style type for home life, we might be another style type for when we go out in the evenings. And the lines between each of the style types are quite blurred, and we will find that we're a mixture of 2 or 3 different types. So that's just something to be aware of. So the first style type is the creative style type. So creatives love to experiment. They're rarely seen in the same look twice. Their style will sort of change with their mood, which will change quite frequently, and they really do love to experiment with fabrics and patterns and colors and textures. So the creative, in order to do smart casual, they don't like to be pigeonholed. They don't really like rules. So I'd suggest that the best way a creative can do smart casual for work is to just add an unusual color. For example, the outfit that the guy's wearing, you know, if he was wearing blue trousers as well, that would look fairly standard sort of suit, but because he's gone for the mustard yellow trousers, that really has just expressed his creative side and shown that he, you know, shown some of his personality. So you could try some creativity in terms of the colors that you're wearing. Or it could be that you mix your prints and your fabrics. So the lady there, she's wearing a sort of a cotton shirt with silk trousers, but also the prints are different. You can't really see very well, but the shirt she's wearing is a striped shirt. So she's mixed stripes with florals, but she's also mixed the fabrics as well. So that's just something to think about if you are a creative. So a note I should say is actually, if you are a creative, you're probably not listening to this, because a lot of creatives, they just do their own thing, and they don't want to hear anybody else's opinion on how they dress. They're actually very, very good at dressing for themselves and dressing to express their own personalities. Dramatics. So dramatics love to make a statement. They love to be noticed. They love their designer wear in particular. They just like to be noticed when they walk into a room. So for dramatics to dress smart casual, for them it might be a little bit tricky, because they do like to really quite dress up. They love their black, because black obviously is quite a dramatic color, isn't it? So yeah, dressing smart casual for them might be a little bit tricky, but they can still do it through use of statement pieces. For example, you know, the guys, a big chunky statement watch. For the ladies, it could be a statement piece of jewelry or bold eye makeup or a bold lip color. Something else dramatics can do is just do bold color combinations. So they could go for sort of a hot pink and a red together, or a yellow and a purple together. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about this sort of sharp look like the guy's wearing. It could just be about a bold color statement or accessory. So romantics. Now romantics love their floral prints and their paisley prints in particular for the guys. So you know, a printed shirt like that guy's wearing there is a really good way for a man to express a sort of a more romantic style personality. Something else that the romantics like are their luxurious fabrics. So the man could go for a jacket like that in a suede or a velvet. So that's a good way of doing smart casual, but with a bit of a romantic twist. For the ladies, you know, quite a formal suit can be softened and sort of given that more feminine edge by wearing sort of a lace or a silk blouse. A pussy bow blouse is great. Anything with florals, frills, bows, that kind of thing can really add a romantic edge to whatever outfit you're wearing. And also romantic women with a romantic style type very often will have longer hair. So wearing your hair long will also help you to express that side of your style personality. Now, classics do formal wear very, very well. They love to dress very smartly, very formally, and they have a very understated look about them. So classics might struggle to dress themselves down a little bit. When it comes to smart casual, they do smart very well, but casual they might struggle with a little bit. And one way that they can do this, both the men and the women, is they could go for the sort of, you know, the crisp white shirt, the blazer, the chinos, the smart trousers, that kind of look. And maybe for the ladies with a smart but flat shoe, that would also give a smart casual look for their work wardrobe. Something classics need to be aware of, though, is that they love their routines. They love their beauty routines, their grooming routines. They very often will have the same hairstyle, the same makeup routine for years and years and years, and they may even have the same idea about how to dress for years. So what they need to just be aware of is that they're not becoming outdated, that they're not starting to look old-fashioned, that they need to keep their look current. So they just need to check in with themselves every few years. Is their look still current? It's not about being high fashion. It's just about not looking old-fashioned. That's the classic type. The next one is the natural. So naturals do casual very, very well. They don't do smart particularly easily. So the kind of the opposite of the classics when it comes to smart casual, they need to try and up their game a little bit. So the main aim for a natural is low maintenance clothing, easy to wear clothing, comfortable clothing, and all very relaxed. So they need to just try and elevate their look a little bit. So for men, it could be, you know, they've got the jeans, the trainers, the t-shirt. Make sure that they're clean and presentable, but it can be smartened up just that little bit by wearing a blazer or a smart coat or something over the top, and that will just instantly lift that look a little bit. And the same for the ladies. You know, they love their flat shoes. They don't want to wear heels particularly, but the flat shoes could be smarter flat shoes like this lady here. She's wearing metallic ones. They look great. You know, with the relaxed trousers. And the other thing is naturals don't particularly like jewelry. They don't like things jangling about. But if you could just add one piece of jewelry, that really helps to elevate the look as well. And then the last one we've got is the chic or international style type. And I think this style type is probably the one that does smart casual very, very well. This style type are always impeccably turned out. The ladies will always have their hair and their makeup done, their nails will always be done. The men will always be very, very well groomed. And what they are particularly good at is tonal dressing. They don't really like the bright colours too much. They love their neutrals, and they tend to dress in one colour head to foot, or just do very monochrome when it comes to colours. Now, the guys can go for something like Tom Hiddleston, I think it is. I think that's his name. He's wearing here is a three-piece suit, but instead of having the shirt done up with a tie, which would look very formal, he's just got that open, and that just looks absolutely fantastic. That looks really, really relaxed, and just gives it that more casual look. Ladies can go for, you can still go for your jeans, the skinny jeans, but if you pop on a pair of heels and a smart blazer, and like I say, if you've got your nails and your hair and your makeup done, it just lifts that look completely, and really does the smart casual thing very, very well. So those are the style types. Hopefully you've recognized yourself somewhere in amongst those, and probably you'll find that you are drawn to 2 or 3 of them, and hopefully I've given you a few tips out on how you can translate those style types for smart casual for the workplace. Style confidence, it's one thing having style confidence, but how do you actually go about getting style confidence? Well, the first thing I'd say is notice what you're saying to yourself. Notice the negative talk. We're all very good at negative self-talk, and we can be our own worst critics. So just think about what you're saying to yourself. Try and catch yourself when you're telling yourself these stories that are based on, weight or age or height. I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too tall, I'm too short, I'm not young enough to wear that, or whatever it is. And just think, how would you talk to yourself if you were your best friend or a supportive family member? And how would you talk to them if they were saying those things about themselves? 9 times out of 10, these stories that we're telling ourselves just simply aren't true. It can be very difficult to get out of that habit, but just start trying to notice when you're saying these things to yourself, and just ask yourself, is that actually true? Next thing I say is think about the styles that you like. So not what your friend likes or what the media is telling you should like. If you could dress anywhere that you like, how would that be? Do you remember being little? And if you don't remember being little, have you noticed how little children dress if they are given free rein to do what they want? The tutu, wellies and bobble hat, that's just such an amazing look, isn't it? Because they just don't care. They have put on what they like, and they've gone out there. They don't give a hoot what anybody else thinks. They're wearing what they like. And I'm not suggesting that we should all go out in tutus and wellies and bobble hats, but just try to think about how you would dress if you just didn't care what anybody else thought. Go onto Pinterest, create a board of looks that you like, and try not to think about, these stories that you're telling yourself. Don't think about whether you're too fat, too thin, too tall, too short, any of that stuff. Just start creating a board of looks that you like, and very quickly you'll notice a pattern, you'll notice a theme to these looks. You'll notice that, there are things that they've all got in common. And don't worry about whether you think you can wear it or not. Just start with doing that. The next thing I say is, do you know what suits you? So again, not what suits your friend, not what suits somebody you admire, any of that. Just think, do you know what actually suits you? Do you know the colors that suit you? Do you know the styles of clothes that suit you? If you don't, I can help with that. Because I think once you've created, this Pinterest board of looks that you like, and once you know what colors and styles you can wear and what does suit you, it's then a lot easier to translate those looks into something that you can actually carry off and that's going to look really good on you, so you can still express your personality using those looks that you like, but just in a way that works for you. And then last of all, I just say baby steps. Baby steps are the way to go. So just try changing one thing at a time. It doesn't have to be a, hey everyone, check out my new look. I'm transforming my look. Here's my new confident self. It can just be a new color or a new accessory, a new pair of earrings. If you don't wear earrings at all, just try wearing a pair of earrings. It can just be little tiny things, little tiny changes that you make, one step at a time, and that will increase your confidence. Because if you just start with the pair of earrings and think, well, actually, not too many people have commented on that. They're not, it's not that big a deal. You become more confident and you think, right, I might try something else. I might try wearing a different color, or I might try wearing, a pair of heels, or whatever it is. Just try one little thing at a time, and just try expressing little bits of who you are, and take it from there and see how your style evolves. And hopefully you will start to feel a little bit more confident about yourself in general. So thanks everyone for watching this. If you would like any help with your style confidence, then please do just get in touch with me. I'm always happy to have a chat. There is no obligation to work with me, but I'd always be happy to chat to anyone who would like to learn more about what I do, or would just like a little bit of help. So that's it for now. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.